Hello and welcome to English 10-1 Online Anytime. My name is Tracy Arbuckle and I will be your instructor for this course. So if you have any questions, I am the person to talk to. So thanks for registering for this class. Thanks for attending Norquest. And we'll get started with some information. Definitely watch this video once, maybe even twice. So just want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands referred to as Treaty 6 territory, and the City of Edmonton and all the people that live here are beneficiaries of this peace and friendship treaty. Treaty 6 encompasses the traditional territories of numerous Western Canadian First Nations, as well as the Métis people who have called this area home for many years. Norquest College is dedicated to ensuring that the spirit of Treaty 6 is honored and respected. So while we're not on campus, perhaps you're in a different treaty territory, still feel the same way about being beneficiaries. So what is online anytime? So this class is 100% asynchronous. That means we will never meet for a cohort or a group of students together with myself and have a lesson or a lecture. All of the work is self-paced. That means you decide on what day you're doing which activities and at what speed you're going to be doing them. So this is really designed for people who are quite independent and have quite a bit of confidence when it comes to technology. And the really great thing about this is it can be taken from anywhere at any time. The units being covered in this course are nonfiction, short story, poetry, drama, film, and novel. Pretty standard for an English course. There is a midterm and a final exam in this course. They both consist of 2 exams. So there's a part A and a part B. Part A is written, part B is a reading or multiple choice exam in each of these exams. Just want to let you know this is a living course. That means it is always open and we get continuous enrollment. So that might mean that things or assignments might change or information might change. You will always be notified. So there will be open communication and nothing will ever be changed once you complete it. It's only potentially something that's coming up that might change. So just keep that in mind. And I will definitely be sending out messages to remind people, or if I change anything, I will be sure to let you know. The weighting in this course, so minor assignments are worth 25%. That includes things like forum responses, quizzes, as well as assignments that are exercises that help you for understanding. Then we have major assignments. There's 1 in each unit. The midterm is worth 15% and the final is worth 30%. So the biggest thing about this course is because we don't ever have a specific time to sit and meet every week, if you have any questions, you need to really get that dialogue started with me right away. I really encourage people to actually book a meeting with me in the first week or 2, just so we can get to know each other, figure out what your goals are for this course, and go from there. So we're going to go right into the course here. So this is what it's going to look like. So English 10-1 Online Anytime. One thing I'll point out is up here on the left-hand side, there's going to be 3 dashes. If you click that open, it's going to give you a quick search menu on the left, just so that you know. The first thing that you're definitely going to want to do is have a look at the course guide. So if I open up the course guide, on the right-hand side here, a really great menu of that I can click on, table of contents that'll allow me to go through everything. I'm not going to go through everything, but you should. I am going to point this out, the course schedule. There's a recommended schedule here, how long you should be taking for each unit. So definitely have a look at that, maybe print this off and put it into a schedule that works for you, either paper, phone, however it is that you do your schedule. The course resources. So for this course, you will for sure need the novel, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So you can look for this online and purchase it, or look for it in a bookstore. If you want to make your life a little bit easier, the 25th anniversary edition would maybe be the best choice because it'll line up with the page numbers that come up in that unit. This unit isn't till the end, so there's no rush for you to get this, but just know that you will need this at some point. We're going to be doing Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. There will be a free online copy in this unit, in this course, but if you are someone who likes to have a book, I know I am, you can definitely grab that for yourself. And then these are all recommendations, but this one here is a study guide from Alberta edition, so you can have a look for that if you like. And then the exam bank, which you'll get more information on later in the course. Under coursework, we have a list here. Oh, not right there. I don't know where that one went. I will have to add it. Okay, So there is some information about how you can submit. So for example, there's usually a box within Moodle that you can type directly into, or Word or PDF. No other assignment types will be allowed. If you take a picture of a piece of written work, that will not be accepted. So only those 3 options. When we get to submitting your first assignment, there will be a video there explaining how that works. Discussion forums, there's just some information in here about, what that looks like, how you're being graded on it, and also some etiquette around what does that look like, how can we be respectful, and those kinds of things. Exams, this is what we already talked about. You have a midterm and a final exam, and your grades. So we already talked about this, but if you're ever looking for the weighting, it's here as well. In terms of passing, a 50% is a pass in this course, but if you're looking to go into 20-1, you are going to need 65% in order to move forward. So one thing I want to point out here is up here at the top, these are called breadcrumbs. So we're currently in the course guide. If I click back to general, that's going to take me to that first section, and this is the class. So I'm going to click here, it's going to bring me back. So that's one way that you can navigate through the course really easily. So that was the course guide. Before I talk about these next thing, I'm going to move over to the right. So just a reminder, the course weighting is right up here. This is me. It's exactly what I look like. That's my email address. If you would like, and you're someone who doesn't get on your computer a lot and you use your phone a lot, we have something called Remind. So you would just click join class. It'll allow you to sign up really easily, and then we can text each other back and forth without having to use each other's phone numbers. If you ever need to book a meeting with me, it's right here. It's really easy. So if you wanted to do an online meeting for 15 minutes, then you would select your day, then you would select your time, click confirm. You're gonna have to put in your information, as well as it's really important that you tell me what it is that we're meeting about. You can't just show up, and then you click schedule event. So that's pretty straightforward for that one. Down further on the bottom, there's going to be some more information about how you can get an extension. We don't need to worry about that until we get to the end. Hopefully you don't need it, and just some more resources. So this right side is a really great resource. If you have a smaller computer, sometimes this is actually at the bottom, not on the right-hand side. Okay. One other thing I want to point out, if you want to message me, another way you can message me is up here with this bubble. This is called Moodle messaging. So you can look for me, click, and you can type me a message. Okay. So that's a really great thing you can do as well. Close that up. Okay. So the next thing you're going to have to do after the course guide is the academic integrity pledge. So this is really important. So if I open this up, there's going to be a video here. And then I'm going to click attempt the quiz. I'm going to say I accept, I don't accept, and then finish the attempt. I'm going to go back up to general. Also, here's some information on student services. Northwest College has lots of great services, so have a look at these. If any of these pique your interest, or you know you might need assistance from one of them, have a click on those and it'll take you to the website. And then our welcome forum. So you're going to want to answer these questions. All you have to do is click reply right here, type in what your answers are, and then click post to forum. And that's just going to introduce you to myself and perhaps to some of your other classmates if some are starting at the same time. Just give me an idea of, you know what your goals are for this course. So that's kind of the beginning of everything. If we look at it down here, you're going to see this is all the units here. So I'm going to click open assessments. So these are not for marks, but these do need to be done because they're going to allow me to see where you're at. Just to make sure we're making the right choices, maybe you need to move ahead to another course, or maybe there's some skills that you need to still acquire. So definitely have a look at this. You'll notice that these say restricted, not available unless the welcome form is marked complete. So if you have not done this welcome forum, you will not be able to click here. So right now I can't get into here. This is called a restriction. And so there's going to be restrictions throughout this entire course. Okay. So if I close that up and open nonfiction, you can see this a little bit better. So this overview is not available unless you do the assessment first. This lesson, this one you can see I attempted it before I set up the restrictions, and that's what it's going to look like once you do complete something. But you're going to see every single thing is in gray. You cannot get into it because it has a restriction on it. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, just reach out and let me know. Okay. I think that that is most of the things that I would like to talk about. If you have any questions about anything else, please reach out and let me know. Please introduce yourself. And as a reminder, I would love it if you sent me an email or a message in Moodle and booked a meeting with me, or just book a meeting with me just so we can get to know each other and figure out, what your plans are to move forward in this course. So hopefully get to meet you soon in the next few days. And as I said, if you have any questions, let me know.